It's Bob from Mountain Crest Farm. Yeah, coffee chat format, not coffee chat background. I don't know how much you're going to see that background until about March or April. Oh, and I'll be probably recording them in the evening, although it's still coffee chat because I'm still drinking coffee. I'll probably be recording and editing them in the evening, like tonight, and they'll still be going up in the mornings, hopefully at 7:52. That's when they're supposed to publish, when I get it all done the night before. So, today is Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving evening. Turkey dinner's all done. Day's pretty much over with. Oh, y'all hang on a second. I almost forgot something. I'll be right back. There. That's better. After all, it is Thanksgiving. And I don't need to look like a bum all the time. Wish I'd been able to cut my own hair too. That stuff is just way too long. Wait till I get a haircut and y'all see how short I like to keep my hair, and then you won't believe this mess. Gosh. But I hadn't learned to cut my own hair yet, so I couldn't take care of that while we took our little break there. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Thanksgiving dinner's over. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving dinner. I hope you spent it with friends or family. I was over at my in-laws. Got back, I don't know, a couple hours ago. We had to eat dinner early. We ate at noon. Yeah, we're in the South. In the South, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner is typically mid-afternoon. You know, kind of like dinner after church, dinner on the grounds after church, or dinner at home after church. Big meal on holidays and Sundays around here is mid-afternoon, but Cindy and Sarah had to work tonight. Sarah had to be at work at 4 o'clock, and Cindy had to be at work at 4:30. Stinking retail. Cindy likes her job, and I'm not going to complain about it. Everybody else does. She works for Walmart, and everybody else complains about Walmart, but I won't. One of these days I'll give y'all my little lecture on Walmart. Oh, but it's not just Walmart. My complaint as far as holidays is nobody should have to work on certain holidays. Thanksgiving, everybody should be off. All retail should be closed. Nothing but hospitals, fire departments, and police departments needs to be open. Same thing on Christmas. Christmas more important than any of them. And frankly, I think the same thing on the 4th of July. And I'll throw one more in. Memorial Day. Those days are more than just a holiday. They're more than just, well, since it's Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving's more than a turkey dinner, a football game, and deer hunting. And I wish retailers would let people spend Thanksgiving with their families, giving thanks. Gee, there's a novel idea. On Thanksgiving, why don't we give thanks? Instead, we're all getting geared up for Black Friday. Yeah, right. I have never been in a store on Black Friday, and I'm not going to start tomorrow. Matter of fact, I've got an order down at Walmart that I ordered something online the other day, and it'll be ready for me to pick up tomorrow. Nope, not going to happen. Cindy has to work tomorrow. Yes, Thanksgiving Day. No, today is Thanksgiving Day. Tomorrow, Black Friday. She has to work on Black Friday. She doesn't get off until 10 o'clock tomorrow night. The pickup for ordered items closes at 8, so she can't pick it up tomorrow. And I'm not going anywhere near the store. You couldn't pay me to go to Walmart or any retailer, Target, Home Depot. I'm not going anywhere near them on Black Friday. Number one, I'm not going to fight the crowd, although I do like to people watch because there's some really good weirdo people to watch at Walmart. But number one, I'm not going to fight the crowds. I like to watch people, but I'm not going to fight the crowds. And number two, I don't want anybody to see me there and think that I'm participating. People that know me know that Bob doesn't do Black Friday, and I wouldn't want him to get the wrong idea by seeing me there. But anyway, I hope y'all got to spend the day with family and friends. Like I say, we went over to in-laws, and let's see, my father-in-law, it was a tough day for him. He's had some tough days here. The Christmas Day is going to be the 6-month anniversary of his wife dying. His wife of 60 years, if they had made it to about a month ago. My sister-in-law, I love picking on Melissa. She's so fun to pick on. And my brother-in-law, Lester, my partner in the cattle. They were there. Their oldest daughter, second oldest daughter, both of their kids, one of them's husband, the other husband drives a truck, and he was on the road. Their two sons, who are both still at home. One of them, God, Micah must be 16 now, 15 or 16, and Larry's in his 20s. And my son, he's my stepson. I don't recognize steps. He is my son. And his wife and their 3 kids, and my daughter, not Sarah, but her sister, Brandy, and her 2 kids, and her son's girlfriend, soon to be wife probably. So we had a nice little crowd over there. And typical Thanksgiving dinner. You know, turkey, dressing. Where y'all from, anyway? I know I've got some Yankee folks in here, Mary Grace and Tom. But where are the rest of y'all from, and do y'all call it stuffing or dressing? Down here in the South, we call it dressing. Some people call it stuffing. I think that's another Yankee versus Southern thing, but I'm not sure. We made some cranberry sauce before we went over there this morning. We've been up cooking since 6 o'clock. And homemade cranberry sauce. And it hadn't quite gelled when we got it into the refrigerator first thing this morning. When we pulled it out, it hadn't quite come together. It's not a no-cook cranberry sauce like yours, Mary Grace. You cook it, and then it gels in the refrigerator. Hadn't quite gelled, so when we got over there, put it in Ben's refrigerator, and promptly forgot to get it out. Didn't even realize it wasn't on the table. We got home, and I'm going through dishes that need cleaning up, accounting for everything we took, because I counted everything we took over there, and I'm counting everything we bring back, and we're short a dish. And Cindy and I texted back and forth. She had just gotten to work, hadn't clocked in yet, and we determined that nobody saw the cranberry sauce after it went into the refrigerator, so that's where it still is. But it was good cranberry sauce. I know it was, because we've made it before. Oh, me. Had a good time. Good family time together. And I can't figure out why, but what I'm seeing in the camera, this side of my face looks dark to me now. When I edit it, maybe it won't be, but it looks dark to me, and there should be plenty of light on it. Maybe it's just because I need my glasses on. Live stream Sunday. I promised y'all videos this week. Matter of fact, if I remember right, the way I worded it, it was going to be multiple videos. This is the first one since the live stream, and here it is Thursday. Well, I had one in particular that I was going to get out for sure, and that was the cow going to the abattoir on Tuesday. Well, went over to my father-in-law's house Monday night and spent the night, got the trailer sitting where we wanted it, and spent Monday night there because we could take the cow either Tuesday or Wednesday. I figured we'd take a shot at Tuesday, then if we had a problem, we still had Wednesday to fall back on. Well, got up Tuesday morning and went over and started trying to load the cow about 8 o'clock. And it soon became apparent that the way we were set up to load the cow and the way I had my camera set up, because I was going to film this whole thing for y'all. And the cow was not cooperative. The cow was as far from cooperative as you can be. Now you got to understand, we got 6 cows. Get away, Fred. Got a cat down here. His name's Fred. Well, when he was a little bitty thing, his name was Fred. Now he's grown. He's about 6, 7 months old. And we have changed his name. It is now Freddy Krueger. Love on him, try to pet on him. He will purr, and he will stick his claws out and rip your arm open. So he is no longer Fred. He is Freddy Krueger. But anyway, the cow was not cooperating. Now, what's funny is we got 6 cows. 5 of them came right to the barn. They were ready. We could have put them in the trailer so easy it's not even funny. But the one cow that we wanted in the trailer, the cow that was going to the slaughterhouse, it was like somebody had sent her a letter saying, you might not want to hang around today. Guess where you're going, because she wasn't having any of it. But the other cows were traitors to her. Ben walked out in the field with about a 3-gallon bucket full of grain. See, the cows are grass-fed. All of our stuff is grass-fed. We don't feed it grain. We don't fatten them on grain. We don't finish them on grain. Everything is grass-fed. But Ben will give them a little bit of grain every now and then. I mean, we're talking about 5, 6 pounds of grain split up among all 6 of them, just sort of a treat. He'll give them some grain every now and then. So he goes out there with his bucket full of grain, shaking his bucket as he gets, near the cows. We've got 2 adults and 4 calves, 2 bull calves, 2 heifer calves, 1 mama cow that we kept, and 1 mama cow who had a cervix issue in her last calving and can't have babies anymore. That's the one that was going to the slaughterhouse. Well, the other adult cow comes right up to Ben. He can pet her. She's wanting some of her grain, so she comes up to Ben, and he turns and he starts walking toward the barn real slow, and she's following along, sticking that nose down toward the bucket, wanting some of that grain. Well, when she started toward the barn, so did those 2 little bull calves we got, which next week will not be bull calves. They will be steer calves then. I'm going to castrate them here in about a week. And they start following the adult cow and Ben. And then here comes heifer calf. And she's following. Well, this has got the one we're trying to load curious. So she's following along. Bringing up the tail end, but following along. So, because we were going to load straight into the trailer out of the pasture. And when we saw that wasn't going to work, we've got a head gate. You'll have to look it up. I don't think I have any of it on any of the videos yet. Head gate and the chute. Became apparent we were going to have to put the cow in the barn and run it through the head gate into the trailer. So we figured, okay, we'll let all of them go in the barn. And as each one of them goes through the chute, we'll just leave the head gate open and let them go all the way through. And then when the one we want gets in the chute, close the gate behind her, open the head gate up to let her into, put her right straight into the trailer. Well, so Ben goes in the barn with his grain. 2 little calves follow him right in. They're wanting some of that. Then here comes that other adult cow, comes right on in, and then another little calf's trying to push it. Mama ain't having none of it. Bossy, that's what my sister-in-law had named her, Bossy. She wasn't having none of it. If everybody else was getting a little bit of grain, she was too, and she walked in the barn. Bad mistake. She walked in the barn door got closed, and we had her. Well, there's two, when you go into the barn, there's two big stalls, about 12 by 12. And she and two of the calves went over into the stall that was lined up with the head gate right away. So I closed that door, opened the barn door, and let the other ones back out. And we went over there, and we wound up with two calves and a cow in the trailer. You should have seen us trying to get the calves out without the cow getting out. Well, we could have made 2 Keystone Cop movies. The first one was trying to load her in the field to start with, before we started all the grain stuff. That would have made a good Keystone Cop movie. Trouble is, I had my cameras pointed toward the trailer, because I didn't think anything good was going to be there until we had her within 30 feet of the trailer. So I had the cameras pointed in that direction. Well, don't have a picture of anything except stock trailer with the gate open. No activity because we never got her that close. And I didn't get any pictures of the rest of it because it was either work on loading the cow or do a video for y'all. Now, I like you. I like y'all a lot. But I wanted that cow in the trailer, so y'all's video just didn't get done. I've got little bits and pieces of stuff. I don't think I've got enough to make a video. If I do, I'll do one here, and I'll scrape up what I got and put it together and make a video for y'all in the next day or two. But anyway, that was one of the videos I was promising last Sunday. Here's another one, and you'll see this on Friday. You may actually see one on Saturday too before we do the live stream on Sunday, so that'll be a few this week, more than I've been doing. But that's how our week's been going over here. We've been fighting cows, making Keystone Cop movies without the camera rolling. So anyway, back to the real subject of this video, Thanksgiving. I wanted to hit a couple things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful to live in a country that I can pretty well shoot my mouth off however I want to and not go to jail for it. I've told y'all before, I'm real political. I keep it out of Mountain Crest Farm channel. I don't let it on here. You ought to see my Facebook page. I am real political. And I don't foment dissent. I don't try to incite riots. But I am real mouthy. And I'm thankful to live in a country where I can do that. I'm thankful for my doctors. Anybody that's watched many of my videos knows I'm having some health issues, and looks like they're coming back, but I'll beat them. And I'm thankful I've got some excellent doctors and that are working in an excellent hospital, and that both of my doctors knows who the great healer is. That's one thing that I'm real thankful for, is my doctors and their faith. I'm thankful for a wife that under a lot of pressure right now and doesn't show it at all. She's about as good a support as I could have. I'm thankful for y'all, because I know most every one of y'all has commented at one time or the other that I'm in your prayers. You know, that's real easy to say. You see it all the time. I'll see it on a Facebook post or something like that, keep it in my prayers. And you know that a lot of those people don't do it, they just say it. I believe it when y'all tell me. I've come to know a good number of you, my regulars. And when y'all say that you're keeping me in your prayers, I believe it. And I thank you for it. I'm very grateful for that. And finally, I'm thankful for the God that I've got, that will walk right along beside me and hold my hand through all this mess. Let me tell you about how I pray about this health issue. I'm going to ask y'all to do the same thing. I don't pray to be healed. Nope. I think that would be inappropriate. I pray for God's will. If it be His will that I'm healed, great, I will be. And if it's His will that something else happens, well, that's what will happen too. The only thing I ask Him for is, if things go south, watch after my family, support them. It's going to tear my son up. Be there for him. And he's held his hand out for me through all of this. Just please keep holding your hand out for them, even though some of them, they all believe, some stronger than others. And I would ask y'all to do the same thing. Don't pray that I'm healed. Maybe I will be, maybe I won't. Just pray for God's will and for comfort for other folks that it'll affect. And that's enough of that. Jeez, what a downer. I can take the most uplifting, funny video talking about the cow and turn it into a downer. And I apologize about that. But forget all the health stuff. I'm just thankful for y'all at all. I'm thankful y'all come see my videos. Think I've got something worth saying. Because, Lord, y'all know I love talking. It's nice to have somebody that'll sit there and listen. So, I'm going to close this one out. I've been enough of a Debbie Downer. So, if y'all like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, please tell me why. Don't just give me a thumbs down and leave me hanging. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it better if you don't tell me. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button down there. And after you hit the subscribe button, oops, hang on just a second. Oh, forgot my bell. After you hit the subscribe button, ring that little bell so that you'll get notifications whenever I do a new video. Have an awesome day. Got a weekend coming up. Have an awesome weekend. And remember, awesome days, awesome weekends, awesome lives are simple. Remember, number one, the tomb was empty. And number two, He is alive. I'll see y'all next time, and I'll try not to be such a downer toward the end of the next one, or the first of the next one either. See y'all later.